is live streaming? A lot of people are familiar with live streaming, and it means different things to different people. So before we get into it, I just want to make clear about what we'll be talking about today. So the live stream that we'll be talking about, there's two types of live streaming. Here on this slide, you'll see on the left-hand side, we have live video meeting tools. People are familiar with those tools, things like Skype, GoToMeeting, Google Hangouts. Where you use these are normally for conference calls and small meetings where collaboration is key. You know, if you're going to send a stream to more than a dozen people, or you're hosting a big reoccurring event, or you need something a little more high quality, this would not be the option for live streaming. This is more of a collaboration tool. So you have on the left your collaboration tools, which are streaming, but it's for collaboration only. What we're talking about today is on the right-hand side, and this is what I actually have set up here, which is a live streaming tool, which you would use on YouTube, Facebook, or Vimeo, and many other services. There are many services that you can use live streaming. The advantages here are it's much more high quality. You can also, it's like more one-directional, and you can speak directly to your audience and on a much larger scale. There's really no limits as far as how many people can actually come into your live stream. So unlike the other streaming on the left-hand side, there are some limits when it comes to how many people can actually log in. The other cool thing about the tools on the right-hand side, at least if you're using Facebook and YouTube, they're absolutely free. So there's no cost for them, which is awesome. You simply have to create a YouTube channel, which is free, using your Gmail or any Gmail that you have. If you wanted to create a Gmail for your nonprofit, it would be saidnonprofit@gmail.com, free account, and then you're ready to go live. So we'll get into a little bit more of that. The best use cases for live streams, the live streams on the right-hand side, the YouTube, Facebook, are more so for like galas, expos, business conferences, workshops, or podcasts. Like if you were doing, this is more of like a podcast format here, where we sit and go through a number of slides. So, you know, you wouldn't use this for face-to-face communication. This is more so for people who you want to be able to chat with online and present some sort of information. And kind of like I was mentioning earlier, this can be multi-camera. So with the setup here that I have, we can put up to 10 cameras on this stream. So I could have 10 phones. We never use phones professionally, but just for, you know, this use case, if you have phones or iPod touches or any kind of camera, you can hook up to 10 cameras up to this. So to, I guess, bring a little more context to, you know, what this can actually do here, I'm going to show you a really quick video. Hold on just a second, and I'll show you kind of what I'm doing here. So, you know, you literally just drag and drop. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go over here to my presentation, and I'm going to just stop my music really quickly so that you can actually hear the video that I'm about to play, because I'm going to play a quick video so that you can get a better idea of how this equipment works, what it looks like, and then we'll proceed from there. So let me get my presentation going back up, and I will just drag and drop it from up in this upper corner, and you will see that now it will pop in the slide that we were just on, and I will come over here and give you guys a little audio, and I'll be right back right after
This is Sling Studio, the first affordable live streaming multi-camera platform, an all-in-one wireless solution that's portable and easy to use. 100% battery operated, Sling Studio requires no extra cables, external power, router, or network. The Sling Studio Camera Link wirelessly connects to virtually any camera on set at distances up to 300 feet. Setup is no sweat, taking minutes, not hours. From simply using a smartphone to taking advantage of up to 10 wireless sources, Sling Studio has a vast array of connecting options designed to best fit your production needs. Whichever way you choose to connect, all sources are instantaneously available on the Sling Studio console app. Intuitively designed for the most dynamic live directing program with features like custom graphic and video imports, live switching transitions, picture-in-picture, and more. Live streaming capabilities let you share directly to Facebook, YouTube, or any RTMP destination. Every recording is stored on a single SD card. All files automatically sync and timecode with Sling Studio's Adobe Premiere Pro extension and Apple Final Cut Pro converter. Sling Studio, the easiest and best solution for live switching, live streaming, and multi-camera production on the market today. This is Sling Studio.
And that is the equipment that I am actually working on today. That setup, it may look intimidating to some, but it is quite easy and intuitive to use. We have been using this setup for probably about a year and a half, a little over a year and a half. We had a previous setup that was much more complicated, much more expensive, just really difficult to use. This setup, you can literally get set up within an hour and be live streaming. So just a couple weeks ago, we used this same setup in New York, where we had 3 cameras running a live stream to a landing page in Mexico for a international construction company. And they did a full day of class. It was completely wireless. We didn't have to have any cables, or the only cable that you have to have is the cable that goes from the box to the router, and you don't necessarily have to have that. We just like to have it because that's the most reliable type of connection. But it's very simple. Now, I do get that some people may not be as tech savvy, and that's okay. We can also help there as well. So let's take a look at some of the use cases for this particular setup here. So as I mentioned before, we have the best use cases are for workshops, galas, and podcasts. You can use this for any of those things. The other cool thing about this is that if you are going to use it for your galas, your podcasts, or your workshops, the setup is really quick, and we can actually come out and set it up for you if you'd like, or we can also provide you with the training on how to get this set up as well. We're actually creating an online training course as we speak, where we will go through more in depth on how this actually works and how you can use it. This is more so of a high level workshop, just to kind of give you an idea of the possibilities. But this, like I said, whether you want to do it yourself or whether you'd like us to come out and help you, either option, we're here to help.